All right, Dr. Truong and Dr. Do. Today was post root camp. It was supposed to be a day off, and you were still back for practice management with Mike. So I've asked you to for your opinion on the 2 days you spent. That was yesterday and the day before on root camp, and like I said, it's got to be your story. So fire away, all yours.
Being a new grad, 1 year out, I felt like I wasn't confident on doing root canals, maybe easier ones, straightforward cases. But after taking Dr. Nguyen's class, I feel like I could tackle more difficult cases, molar endo, and just by following all his steps and all his techniques that he has taught us, I feel more confident in going back to use what I learned from this class and utilize it in the dental office.
Okay. Dr. Do.
As on the opposite end, I've been around for 16 years, and I've been doing a lot of endos too, but the last 2 days was like just opened a new era of endodontics for me. Okay? Just like I went back to the dental school and learned a new thing.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, I really love it, and then I think that it will help my clinical skill much better and more predictable, and I understand a lot of why and how. After 7 years of doing some stuff, like I'm driving blind.
We're more consciously skilled.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. So meaning it's still uncomfortable, right? But the goal was to go to the unconsciously skill, right?
Yeah.
Where you can just have enjoy the ride, right?
Yeah, enjoy the ride.
So Long, you mentioned the why before the how, right? And this is a question for both of you. Did you feel that was something that made sense? I mean, I know many people do a lot of endo, right?
Yes.
But to me, that was something that I thought I personally wasn't taught as well. So did you think that was something that you appreciated, but more so for those who are out there? Do you think is that something that they would benefit from?
Oh yes, I definitely. That's a very clear message. And sometimes you do stuff that you don't know why.
Mm.
And this is it goes down to the core of the problems, and I think it will help us, and it also definitely will help the patient in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to help us with how to formulate and how to get to the solution if we ever run into a problem or we need to troubleshoot while we're in there. It just gets our mind thinking and going.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So what are certain other things that really struck you? Like if you were to tell people who are struggling out there, right, for endo, or even those who are kind of wanting to improve from where they are, what are some key points, some strengths that you would tell them or reasons for why you would tell them to come and learn?
The proficiency and the efficacy of the procedures, and also the technique that can help reduce time, which means that less fear and less stress, and also stress for us too.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, and then also that we have a backup plan too.
Yeah.
If something happens, and then before apical is out of the picture. Now it comes into the picture. Okay, so we know it's out there, but now we grab it, and that's the way to go.
And we can take what we learn from this root camp and apply it by, providing our patient with, we could just open a tooth that day instead of putting them on antibiotics and waiting to refer them out, and then they can get a referral, and then the pain goes away, and then it goes back and forth, and they don't ever see an endodontist, and by the time they come see us, it's unrestorable. So by having the service of, doing the root canal for them the same day or to help them out of pain is a great service to help.
And speaking of that same day service, would you agree that being able to do it faster makes it more realistic to be able to see them in, on certain days when you would have had to schedule them on a separate day, right? Because it would have been longer, right? So, for example, emergencies, there were probably certain emergencies you couldn't see because you thought it would take, or you knew it was going to take longer to finish them, right? Okay. Now, going back to APICOs, do you truly believe that that's within your reach? I mean, that's my goal, right? Is to make it available to everyone. Do you, deeply believe that that's something you can actually reach? Really? And I mean, I say really, meaning I want it to be that way, but many out there don't believe so, right? So after this, you really think you can actually...
It's totally changed the way, I thought, because, back then,